Well, we take a look at the incredible rainfall totals and temperature records broke from this Christmas storm, which lingers into Tuesday and Wednesday, and above normal temperatures continuing. So we broke numerous temperature records over the last few days. 2 record high temperatures, both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, warmest Christmas ever recorded, and 3 record warm overnight lows, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. Just incredible, with a peak temperature of 55, of course, on Sunday. A lot of rainfall, too. This is mostly liquid that fell across Minnesota. Over 2 inches of rain. You can see a huge swath from southwestern Minnesota through the western suburbs into central Minnesota. We'll take a little bit closer look at some of the specific amounts here in a second, but a lot of snow in South Dakota and Nebraska too. Blizzard warnings out there, wind and heavy snow. Not so much in Minnesota though. We've been seeing quite a bit less as far as that activity goes. Rainfall totals, as I mentioned, have been substantial. We're talking about 2 to 3 inches plus of rain. Some of the western suburbs here, over 3 inches of rain, and then into Wright County in particular is where we had a lot. At the airport, MSP, 1.6 inches of rain over the last couple of days. Now, most of that moisture is winding down. We'll have a few scattered rain and snow showers, but the bulk of the precip is over. And gale warnings up on the big lake, Lake Superior, 10 to 15 foot waves earlier, and those waves will subside a little here through the day today as winds weaken. But this is quite the storm system. The center of it, south of us across Nebraska and Kansas, and as is usually the case, everything rotating counterclockwise around that low pressure center, and it's got a pool of cold air associated with it. So it's actually colder to the south, closer to that low. But look at this extent to this moisture. You have that comma-shaped cloud right over us, and that moisture plume extends all the way to the tropical eastern Pacific. So that's why there was so much moisture in this storm. It was able to tap deep into some tropical moisture. Most of the precip through the day today, rain and snow across northern Minnesota, a wintry mix as well. We'll see a few snow showers here in southern Minnesota into tonight and tomorrow, but most of the precipitation, as I mentioned, is wrapping up. But that cold pool of air is actually moving in from the south, sort of a backwards setup. This storm system kind of sucked a chunk of cold air with it, and it's kind of rotating around it. So that's why we have this bizarre flip-flop where northern Minnesota is warmer than southern Minnesota today, and the transition from rain to snow is happening south to north. A little bit unusual, but it's an unusual storm system too. We remain above normal. It's not going to be as ridiculously warm, of course, but temperatures still above that average of about 25 for a high. 11 is the average low. It will be a little cooler as we head towards, of course, the holiday weekend. New Year's Eve looks like it'll actually be sub-freezing and down to 18 Sunday night. But, of course, that is still above normal. But if you're hoping for a repeat of 55 degrees on New Year's Eve, not this time.